We got more clips from minicamp. Today we're looking at the Cincinnati Bengals and getting a good look at Joe Burrow. We're going over yesterday's clips and today's clips from today's practice. But before we dig in, you need to click that subscribe button right now. We're going hard in the paint. We're looking at these rookies every single day this offseason, from rookie camp, OTAs, minicamp, training camp, on top of your favorite veterans. We're covering the storylines and everything else. Click that button. Stop missing out on what your favorite players are doing behind the scenes. We're looking at Joe Burrow right now, but we're also going to be looking at a lot of the Bengals. You're going to see a lot of stuff here. About 5 minutes of clips. We got set up, so we're going to take a look at Joe Burrow. Look who he's throwing with, though. He's throwing with Jermaine Burton. That's a big deal. He's building a rapport with his wide receivers. A top-end wide receiver in this year's class. Got good draft capital. The Bengals selected him earlier than expected. I thought he was going to be drafted a little bit later, but I do like him. He was one of my hidden gems in this year's class because we had a ton of good wide receivers this year. What I like about him, he exceeds downfield, has a good release package, sticky hands, had a good profile coming out of high school, and he's an overall playmaker. I thought he was under the radar. That's why I did not expect him to go that high in the draft. And a lot of people didn't either. But this is a great spot for Jermaine Burton. And you're looking at Joe Burrow get his tosses in. He's looking good and healthy, ready to go. If you had any questions with that, I know we went over this a few times. He's good and healthy, ready to go. He's good to go this season. He's good for training camp. And he's getting the ball out there. We're working on drills. This is mainly what minicamp is, a little bit more than OTAs, and they're just getting things installed. They're working on drills. They're doing a lot more 11-on-11s and 7-on-7s. It really depends on how teams want to do it. This is the next day. This is this morning. This is just a few hours ago. He's throwing with Jermaine Burton every day. He's throwing with Jermaine Burton. They're tossing together. They're working out. They're building a rapport. This is not the same clip. The one prior was from yesterday. This one's from today. They're starting the days off together. There's Jamar Chase. He didn't practice today, but looks to be all right. But Burton is working with Burrow a lot. That is a big thing to notice. Whether you're here as a Bengals fan or a fantasy football fan and you play Dynasty Fantasy Football, those two are building a rapport. We saw that in OTAs and voluntary workouts. We're seeing it even more now in minicamp. We're seeing them work out together more. They're building a rapport. And maybe he threw to all the wide receivers like that, and they just took video of just those two for the clicks. But I feel like these two are going to gel very well. I like Jermaine Burton a lot for what he is. He was one of my gems, underrated wide receivers that I was looking at in this class. He was one of those late-round flyers that I was looking at. Got drafted a little bit higher. The Bengals liked him. He's got some upside. He's got some speed to go. And Burrow stated in a press conference yesterday that he's looking to throw with Tee Higgins within the next few weeks. He's trying to get that together. Off the rip here, he's also learning how to play piano. He's looking at YouTube, learning how to do that. And overall, he's feeling good. He's feeling confident. And if you're watching him now, he's chill. He's acting like he's been there before, which he has been, but he's come back from an injury. Ball's getting out there. Big catch right there. Bengals have been playing indoors. The weather's been nice down there. So maybe not in that spot, but this had to have been planned because the weather's been nice because I'm not too far off from that area. Burrow slinging the rock, though. I think the most important thing to note, Jermaine Burton is building a rapport with Joe Burrow. Also, Chase Brown wasn't in today's practice, but it doesn't seem serious. If you catch that he was out, it doesn't seem serious from what I read. Joe Burrow, though, throwing the ball around, working. And it looks like they work at a slower tempo compared to a lot of other teams. I feel like I can confidently state that because I look at so many clips. But from what I gather with that, it looks like they're trying to make sure things are efficient, make sure communication's clear and all that. So it's not like a down thing or an up thing. It's just a Bengals thing or how they want to run things. But if I notice something, I'll say it, and maybe you have a different thought, and you can comment it, whatever. But Burrow, watch this throw. I have this in there, even though, boom, it just flips off the wrist quick. That's him tossing the Burton again. Him working in the end zone. And the beat writers got all the same clips. They all got the same clips from different angles. But whatever I find, I'm going to share with you guys. Unless it's too close to being the same. But there's Burrow in practice getting it done. And I think him and Burton's going to have a lot of upside this year. I think Burton could be a sneaky wide receiver. Especially if they can't get anything done with Higgins. Or if Higgins is out. I think Higgins is going to be in. But I don't know. That's just the word think there. But Burton, with Tyler Boyd out, I think he's going to step into a role where he's going to have room to grow. I think he's a dangerous wide receiver. I think there's some upside here. I think what I did not like out of him from what I watched on tape was not super strong at the catch point. But everything else, he's so quick off the line. He's quick downfield. He's got good ball skills. And he also has like another gear when he's getting downfield as well. He can stretch it. And him working in the slot where they had Tyler Boyd and they got Higgins and Chase on the other side. This really makes this team very dynamic. And Tyler Boyd's Tyler Boyd. I'm not going to take anything against him, but he's also a different wide receiver. He's got good burst off the line, good speed. I think the downfield threat might make it a little bit different with his offense, might allow him to be a little bit more vertical. Also, if something happens with Higgins, or if this gets even worse, you have the insurance policy there. This is overall the Jamar Chase show anyways. Targets are going to go his way. Burrow's going to funnel them. He should be getting over a 25% target share because he's an alpha wide receiver, one of the best in the leagues. Look how big those offensive linemen are to the right or to your left right there. Look how huge those guys are. Look at those legs. Look at 53. And then going back to Burrow, look for Burton to get installed early in this offense. I just have a good feeling on that. From what we saw last few weeks over OTAs, voluntary workouts with those two together, this is an indicator. That Burrow's taking the time to build that rapport. And I can't really say that other quarterbacks do that. Not many other. We see the clips, but a lot of teams don't allow media in to let us get these nuggets. Like, I got 5 minutes of clips of Joe Burrow slinging it around and just working through drills, warming up, all that stuff. Not many other teams allow that. The Browns do a good job getting clips. The Browns, there's something about these Ohio teams. The Steelers do a good job getting clips. Not to this extent, but they do a good job. The Ravens, the AFC North gets you the clips. The Ravens have been slacking, but over the years, they've been pretty good. They've been slacking this offseason, but over the years, they've been doing pretty good, allowing their media to get the clips out. And they may be just slowing it down, and they may ramp it up come training camp. Some teams get more out than others. But looking at Joe Burrow, what we can say, he's healthy. He's been a rapport with Jermaine Burton. Jamar Chase looks like Jamar Chase. He's not been practicing as much. And Higgins is out right now, of course. No big deal. We'll see what happens there. But let me know what you think in the comments below. Make sure to hit that subscribe button on the way out. One, thanks for watching. Catch you on the next video.